Hey guys, this is Jill Havens, and I have started reading a new book, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. It's called E Squared, 9 Do-It-Yourself Energy Experiments. I have been through 3 of them, so I'm only a third of the way through. And every one of them has turned out to be really, really interesting, so I think I would like to do a video on each one of them and let you know what you can expect and what my experience was. For this experiment number 1, this is what it is. There is an invisible energy force or field of infinite possibilities. That's just asking you to prove it to yourself that it does exist. This experiment will prove to you once and for all that there is a loving, abundant, totally hip force in the universe. Some people call it God. And I happen to call it the universe. Let me go to the end here, because they have a sheet at the end of the chapter that you can kind of follow when you're getting ready to do the experiment. And I want to read that to you. Okay, the theory is there is an invisible energy force or field of infinite possibilities, and it's yours for the asking. The hypothesis: if there's a 24/7 energy force equally available to everyone, I can access it at any time simply by paying attention. Furthermore, if I ask the force for a blessing, giving it a specific time frame and clear instructions, it'll send me a gift and say, "My pleasure." I have to keep checking, make sure this video is recording, because this is my second shot. I did a video earlier and it stopped after like less than a minute, so I have to keep checking. Okay, this is what you say to the universe when you're ready to start this experiment. I hate to break it to you, field of possibilities, but folks are starting to talk. They're starting to wonder, is this guy for real? I mean, really, like it'd be so much skin off your chin to come down here and call off this crazy hide-and-seek thing you've been playing. I'm giving you exactly 48 hours to make your presence known. I want a thumbs up, a clear sign, something that cannot be written off as coincidence. So, basically, you write down the date, you write down the time, as you are asking the universe for a sign, for a clear sign, for a clear blessing. Mine, I did this about 9 o'clock last Thursday night, and the blessing began at 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't see it as a blessing at first, so I'll explain that. I work from home. I run my own business, but I also work as a medical transcriptionist from home, and I work from 4 a.m. to noon. Well, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning, to work, and I couldn't sign on my computer to work. And so I spent the next 4 hours talking to people at support, trying to get the issue figured out. They had tried to install an antivirus the day before, which was what was causing the problem. Well, the first 4 hours was such a big hassle for me because, you know, it was a change, and I didn't like sitting there talking to support, and I was just annoyed. And I remember thinking, this is not what I'm talking about, universe. This is not a blessing. I expect something else. You know, I was having a rough morning. Well, around 8 o'clock, I finally figured out that I wasn't going to be able to work at all the rest of the day. And then I started thinking, this is a blessing, because I also get paid for it. I actually get paid better when I don't work than when I'm actually producing. It's really stupid, but that's the company I work for. So for now, it's not going to be forever. In fact, it's going to stop soon if I have anything to say about it, especially after I get done with this book. Anyways, so it was a blessing because I got a whole day off. I don't want to say a whole day off because I did spend some time screwing around with support on the telephone, which wasn't fun. But from 8 to noon, I was off. I got my business stuff done. I had an early day. I could do whatever I wanted to the rest of the day, and it was really nice. Sorry, I'm staring at my screen and not at the camera. Don't know what I'm doing. So anyways, the issue wasn't resolved. and I have weekends off. So Monday morning rolls around. I didn't even bother getting up at 4 because I knew I wouldn't be able to work. And I honestly didn't want to call anybody at 4 o'clock in the morning again. So I got up about 5:30, and then I called support and got my computer working for the rest of the day. And it worked on Tuesday as well, up until the last hour. And I couldn't work the last hour on Tuesday. And Tuesday was a frustrating day. I spent a lot of time talking to support again on Tuesday. And finally, it wasn't working again. They installed the antivirus again. It wasn't working. I couldn't get online. I did not want to deal with that at 4 o'clock the next morning. So at 8 o'clock at night, when I was supposed to be getting ready for bed, I hadn't even made dinner yet, I called support. And they determined that there was nothing else they could do because they've tried it over and over and over again, that I needed a new computer. Now, this is a work-issued computer, so they're sending me another one. But guess what? That meant I couldn't work at all the next day. And that was another blessing. I got 4 hours off on Friday. I got 8 hours off yesterday. That was great. And unfortunately, they fixed my computer so that I have to work today and tomorrow. I haven't got my new computer yet, but the one I had is functional up until I get the new one. But heck, I got 12 hours off with pay, and that was wonderful. And what was particularly great about yesterday was one of my goals is to make enough income with my business so that I can quit my job. And I got a taste yesterday of what life is going to be like when I finally get to do that. I mean, it was just so nice. I got up at 8. None of this 4 o'clock business. I got up at 8 and I did my business thing. I listened to the Think and Grow Rich call. It was just so relaxed, and I did what I want and got things done in a good time frame, and it was just a really nice day. And I thought, boy, this is what I have to look forward to. And just like I said, it gave me a taste. It spurred me on even more, and makes me really excited because our company has some really cool things going on. We have a launch today. We have another launch of another product at the end of the month. So I really think things are going to start hopping and really soon. So this was definitely a blessing. My first experiment with this book. I know it's called E Squared. I always forget what it's called here. E Squared, 9 Do-It-Yourself Energy Experiments by Pam Grout. I highly recommend that you pick it up and start working on these experiments just to prove to yourself what is out there, what exists. Because like I said, I've done 3 of them so far, and each one has proven itself to me, and it's been a really cool thing. And right after this video, I'm about to start the 4th one. So, just kind of follow me because I'm going to be detailing each experiment that I went through. So comment below. You can find me on Facebook. Let's connect because I'd like to see what your experience is because it's really cool. So we'll talk soon.